नमस्कार दोस्तों और जय हिंद। आप सभी को स्वागत है इन माय चैनल 1971 वॉर बुक सीरीज। आपने तो वीडियो के थंबनेल में देखे होंगे फ्रॉम डेजर्टर टू डेजर्ट वॉरियर। आज हम भारतीय फौज के आर्मर्ड कोर के एक ऐसे ऑफिसर के साथ बात करेंगे जो एज अ लेफ्टिनेंट हैड सर्व्ड इन द 6th इंडिपेंडेंट आर्मर्ड स्क्वाड्रन ऑपरेटिंग T-55 टैंक्स ऑन द वेस्टर्न फ्रंट। उनका marvelous story including both his brother and him fighting in the same battle alongside an exceptional story of him joining the war itself, उसके बारे में जानेंगे। तो आइए let's welcome Colonel Vedpal Singh Dahiya.
We have met and it's finally nice to see you, sir.
So is here.
Thank you so much. So let's start.
Taking so much of interest in veteran soldiers, I must congratulate you.
Thank you so much, sir. It's a small part of what I'm trying to do regarding 71 and everything else, sir.
Wonderful.
This is my part of trying to do something and trying to bring out your experiences and so many more experiences of men like you who fought in the 71 war against Pakistan.
How wonderful. I must congratulate you for doing your yeoman service.
Thank you.
Wonderful, I'm so glad.
Thank you so much, sir.
Well, let's proceed ahead.
Yes, let's proceed ahead. So, as we had discussed, let's start with a brief introduction of you as a person and how you actually joined the Indian Armed Forces. I would like to know a bit about that, sir.
From the childhood, there was a great influence of my grandfather and my elder brother. My grandfather has served in cavalry in First World War, and my elder brother was an officer in army. So these were the motivating factors, and besides, I like the life of adventure of soldierly life. So that is how it started in the school days, hearing story about war, then meeting people, then my grandfather talking about First World War, how the charge at Khaneh-Sumeria went in on 23rd September 1918, and Deccan Horse got Victoria Cross, Sardar Badlu Singh. So, and Israel was created.
Got a Victoria Cross, sir?
No, Sardar Badlu Singh was Victoria Cross.
Right.
My grandfather was Dafedar Dharam Singh. He was in 29 Lancer, Deccan Horse. He was with even the same charge. Out of the troop, only 3 people survived, 3 cavalier. He was one of them, and he was seriously wounded but survived. He got Indian Order of Merit First Class, which is equal to NBC now.
Okay, wonderful, sir. Okay, still it's a gallantry award for bravery, and that means a lot.
Correct.
Right. And this was your grandfather, and your father, he was also in the armed forces? It was a lot of service.
My father was in Deccan Horse. Due to our family claim, he served for some time. My grandfather was 5 brothers, and my father was the only person in the family who was educated. And they wanted him to be at home, so he left the service and joined Revenue Department.
And this was
in Punjab government.
Okay, this was after the partitions?
No, before partition. Very much. He was in Punjab, he was at Lalpur.
Okay, Lalpur, okay. Understood. So, and after
his entire service of Punjab, whether West Punjab or East Punjab, I mean, he retired in 1955, then it was only Punjab. So, Pakistan side of Punjab was known as Eastern Punjab, and Western side was known as Indian Punjab.
Right. Okay.
Like Bangladesh.
Yeah. Just like how Bengal is with Bangladesh and West Bengal.
Yeah.
So, and you were born in I mean, and you were born in
I was born at Lalpur.
Lalpur. Okay.
Yes,
It's in present day Pakistan.
now in Pakistan
Right. Okay.
in 1943.
Okay. Lalpur. Okay. Many of our 71 war veterans were born actually in Pakistan.
No doubt.
Yeah. I think
Our squadron commander was also, our squadron commander Adila was also born in Pakistan.
Okay.
Thereafter they shifted to Jalandhar.
Acha.
And so was our squadron 2IC, Captain Bhatia.
Squadron to okay.
So three of them were born in now Pakistan, that time Western Punjab.
Western Punjab. Okay. And when did you shift to, I mean, India? I mean, it was during the partitions of.
You know, then my father had to give option whether to opt for Pakistan or India.
Okay.
So he opted for India and he came to Jalandhar.
Jalandhar.
For Jalandhar, after some time, my mother said, then why not to go to your own side now that we are going to educate children and then people will not know. Then we came to Rohtak.
Rohtak. Okay.
Haryana was created later on in 1966, but initially it was Punjab.
Right. Okay. Right. Same even happened for my family as well, because my grandfather, my father's side of course, he was born in undivided Bengal, and he studied in Calcutta and even in Dehradun. Then he came back and he was again working in Calcutta for some time. Then after the partitions, instead of staying back in India, he decided to go back to his hometown in Bangladesh. That time East Bengal. Then he stayed there. Then of course East Pakistan happened, and my father was born. Everybody, I mean, even my uncles were born there. And after 71, except for my father, nobody went back.
See, it all happens to so many family that we have to come this side. Otherwise, my father was very keen, very war jagir, because my grandfather was granted a war jagir. So my father was keen to settle in Punjab.
Okay.
That time, Western Punjab was more advanced than Eastern Punjab, which is now in India.
Right.
So, but then this partition took place. And before that, they asked for option. So he shifted to this side and opted for India. That is Eastern Punjab.
Right. Okay. And you grew up completely at Rohtak.
Well, yes, we belong to, as a matter of fact, not Rohtak, Sonipat. But Sonipat was not developed that much.
Okay.
So from education point of view, my father thought it most appropriate to settle at Rohtak, because it has a number of school, colleges, and he was in, it was district headquarters. Sonipat was not even district headquarters, it was Tehsil. Since he was Tehsildar, he could not be posted to his own Tehsil, that is Sonipat. So he chose Rohtak.
Acha. And then your schooling started and you grew.
All my schooling has been in Rohtak up to graduation. Then I went for my post-graduation to Kurukshetra University in MA English. My father not very keen to send me to army. I was selected for EC. But then I had done 12th. My father said, do your graduation and then join.
Acha.
So it got delayed. Then, as a matter of fact, he was not very keen to send me. He wanted to keep me home to take care of the property to him and the family. He had 4 sons, so the elder was already there in army. For me, he thought be professor or a revenue officer. Third was my younger brother. He was in medical, BSc medical, so he thought he will go to medical college. And the youngest was good in math, and he thought he would become an engineer. But 2 of us had decided otherwise, and he was not very keen to become professor. So first my younger brother joined. Then I told my father, I am sorry, but this is not the profession of my choice. So please permit me. And then I joined. I became a junior to my own younger brother by one course. He was SS3, I was SS4. Same platoon, same company, notice Madras.
Okay.
This is all fate, all destiny.
Right. Very. This is what you call fate, right, sir?
I joined OTS Madras as a short service officer.
Okay.
Short service was for 5 years.
Okay. So after you passed out, then you were commissioned in the Armored Corps, right, sir?
I was commissioned in the Deccan Horse and Armored Corps.
Okay.
Regiment of my choice. We had a family claim, and I was there. God was very kind. I got in the regiment of our family.
Okay. Right.
So it means that my grandfather, though he has gone to heaven, but he must be very happy because he served in ranks.
Right.
He wanted to see his grandson in Deccan Horse as officers.
Right.
And the only surprise, from my own village, I am the only one in Deccan Horse, even till today. They are there in other ranks. They are in infantry, number of officers, generals also, but no one in Deccan Horse.
No one in Deccan Horse.
And they have contributed a lot to Deccan Horse.
Right. And as far as I know, Deccan Horse has done a lot on the Western Front. Yeah.
No, I was in Western Front at Chamjoria. Then my posting came from Chamjoria to White Horse Priority to 6th Independent Armored Squadron, which was raised in 7 days at Ahmed Nagar and moved to Jaisalmer on 22nd November 71.
Okay. So by now you are a captain, right, sir?
No, I was captain then because Bhatia was senior to me. I dropped the rank, I became a lieutenant.
Lieutenant. Okay. So you dropped, you were commissioned as a second lieutenant. Then you became a lieutenant. This is
lieutenant and I became a captain in Deccan Horse. But on coming to 6th Independent, I dropped my rank and acting rank and became lieutenant for the war.
Okay. So you, by now you were at Jaisalmer with your in the 6th Independent Armored Squadron. So
absolutely right, correct.
So could you tell me a bit about your squadron, like important people and anything about the weaponry that you had?
Our squadron was raised in 7 days, but we were people bubbling with Jews. We had a mixed caste squadron, and we had brand new T-50 Russian tanks.
Okay.
We were first time inducted to the desert. I have not seen the area. We did not have any proper maps and the equipment, and we were there. We not carried out the tank. Only thing carried out at KK range is check zeroing. Check zeroing is only for better zeroing, as a matter of fact. So we were not, and our tanks did not have a gun at the top.
Okay.
But all the same, since paucity of armor was there in Jaisalmer sector, 20 last service was there in the sector. Was having very old vintage tanks. They were finding it difficult to move in the desert, and their gun was of small caliber, and it could not engage the target at long range.
Okay.
So with the result, that is why our squadron was raised and stand there, considering the perception of threat there, and we are tasked to go for offensive, and you go on offensive with a old vintage tank who can lead the vanguard, they cannot do it.
Right.
So initially we were on the offensive, we were going for Rahim Yar Khan. The Pakistani came.
Right.
Surprise, they do not have any information. This is a long story.
Okay. So, yeah, this was, the enemy must have come at 3rd December, right, sir? Or
3rd December, the Pakistani, they brought the number of this thing air bases they attacked. They also attacked our position at Asutar. But thank God our squadron moved out. Otherwise, we would have been a sitting duck. They start, fighter came and they stopped that place, every inch of that land. But we have moved out already and gone to Sadewala. You see, Sadewala, Longewala, then we move up and there Gantiali and going over to Kishangarh and Rahim Yarkhan.
Okay.
That was the axis.
Right. And as about Longewala, we all know about what 23 Punjab did and the Air Force did.
Only one company, 23 Punjab,
Right.
not the entire battalion.
Yeah.
It was a post which was there, and otherwise only the reserve brigade was there, Sadewala. Everyone was moving for the offensive to Rahim Yarkhan.
Right. Okay. So, how was, this is how the war started. So, how was the war and the actual combat for you? Like, as you were a lieutenant, of course.
What happened? That I had a bleeding piles, internal and external, and I was bleeding very badly. So my subordinate told this commander that this is my state. So he said, you go and to MS, there was no MS in Jaisalmer, go to MS Jodhpur and get treated. I said, no sir, I want to fight war. This is wartime situation and I will not be able to face anybody. He told me that if your health does not permit, how do you fight war? So he forced me and I was evacuated to Jodhpur and admitted in Jodhpur on 2nd. 3rd the thing started, and 4th, 5th night the Pakistani attacked, surprise attack, and they came through Gabar downwards to Longewala, and they surrounded the post, and rest of the story you know very well. Then we had to reel back. So our squadron was up and down 36 hours before meeting the enemy. From there reeling back all the way, and some of the tank had done good about 600 kilometers on tracks.
600 kilometers on tracks.
Of course.
Okay, it's a very long distance.
Very long distance, and that one tank. So you are totally tired. Because that was the only squadron they could move. So they were moving us. 30 developing here, 30 developing here. No one exactly knew where the enemy has come.
Right.
That was the whole problem. Then on 4th, 5th night was first was the contacted the C Company 23 Punjab. They hold on to them, and at night Hunter could not attack. In the morning Hunter came and they took them on, and thereafter we started reeling back, and they came to this side. And on 6th, our squadron was moving without infantry, without RT, to face the Pakistani, and hell let loose. Our squadron suffered number of casualties. We lost an officer, very gallant officer, outstanding officer, 6 foot 2 inches. Yes, 2nd lieutenant. We lost total 7 tank men, 1 officer,
Okay.
1 JCO, 1 NCO, and 5 other ranks, 5 other tank men.
So, and you were in the thick of the action at that time, right, sir?
No, I was not there, my dear. I was in MH, Jodhpur.
No.
So when I came to know about it, you see, I was evacuated to Jodhpur and I was admitted there. But then the war broke out. So I spoke to the doctor. They planned my surgery, that you are in bad state. I said, give me temporary leave. I want to fight war. He said, no, you are not fit to fight war. So we will carry out your surgery. You fight next war. I did not say anything, but once the doctor left, I collected my stuff and stealthily I became a deserter. I ran away, took 3-wheeler, went to railway station, no train, took the bus midway, some truck, somehow or the other, hitchhike, I reached Jaisalmer railway station.
Okay.
I went to the induction officer. He sent me in a truck of 20 going to taking soldier reinforcement, 23 Punjab. I went there. I was standing next to the burning tank. Then Captain Arjun Singh, he was technical adjutant of 20 Lancer. He spotted me. He said, "What are you doing here?" I said, "I want to join my squadron." He said, "Where is your squadron?" I said, "Don't know." "You are a lover man. First you are ran away, and then you don't know your squadron, and then you are standing here, and you are exposing yourself. So what I will do, I will take you to the water point of the division, where all the vehicle come to take water, fetch water, and you take the lift in a water truck and go to your squadron." I said, "Very fine." Went to water truck, water point, but our water truck did not come. So in another water truck, again I went up and I was taken to the brigade headquarters of 30 Infantry Brigade. The GOC was also there. He uplifted me, and there was a tank abandoned by Pakistani. They said, "Can you drive T-15?" I said, "Yes, I will do it." So I drove the tank to them. Then one battalion was moving up for action. There was 13 Kumao.
Okay.
So with 13 Kumao CO, I went up. He said, "People are running from here. You fight warrior, I love a person, and no weapon, nothing. How to go?" So I went for quite a distance with him, walked with a bag on my shoulder, and thereafter he sent 2 men. He said, "We are going to take position here, hold ground. I am sending 2 riflemen with you. You move up and join your squadron."
Okay.
I went up and went to the one RT position. The gun started firing. We were nonplussed, not knowing what to do. Then the guard came and arrested us. They took us to the throat. "You are Pakistanis. They have come to raid," and they took us to the adjutant. To our adjutant, I explained everything.
Okay.
He happened to be from Rohtak. He knew our entire family. That was his saving grace. He said, "There is no time to go to a squadron. The night is falling. You stay here tonight. Otherwise, your own troops will kill you. Pakistani will kill you, and you will go over some minefield. You will die for nothing without fighting war. And as it is, you are a deserter." So I think better sense prevailed. I stayed with him
At one
for the night.
I mean, this term deserter, this is a person who leaves the battlefield actually.
A person who leaves any post, any place of duty without permission is known as deserter.
Right, but you are joining the actual fighting.
Oh, that is okay, but you see, I did the doctor. I had no permission from the doctor. It was against the dictates of the doctor,
Right.
and I got to be given a discharge certificate from the MH because I am on their strength then.
Right.
So I was declared a deserter.
Okay.
So then from there we went up, and then we were attacked by air, but thank God we survived. And then we found our Adamach lawn and our water, the vehicle going with ammunition, with ration to the troops, tank troops. I went and joined my squadron and mounted my tank troop. And the report was taken by Squadron Commander R.D. Law for the attack with size 365 GR. So he was surprised. He called me. I went to him. He said, "How come you are here?" I said, "I ran away." "Are you a deserter?" "Yes, sir." "Okay, never mind. Well done. But we will talk about it. Let's go for the attack." I joined the attack. I was there with him. So GOC knew, brigade commander knew, my squadron commander knew. Then they sorted out my desertion report, my discharge certificate was issued. Otherwise, neither me nor my wife, because I was newly married, was not even 1 year, so she would not have got anything, no benefit.
Right.
No one would have known I have been killed without taking part in any action. So, but you see, it was Josh. Josh ke saath there were no hosts.
Right. What I can say.
As we say in army, Josh is good, but along with Josh, it should be horse.
Horse. Right.
But never mind. I did it, everyone appreciated it, and I took part in all the attacks, and we sorted out Pakistani. We threw them out of our territory. We killed them like rabbits. They were so fearful of our tanks. Anytime they saw the dust, they used to run for their dear life. We attacked at Karatar. We attacked at border 638. Went deep inside, beyond Gabbar, good about 20 kilometers. Then we were withdrawn because they were armor required in 11 do. They were only deep inside Sindh sector, 11 infantry do. We put on the train and sent to 11 infantry do, Badman and Achor sector. And thereafter we fought the war, their number of attacks and fought the war till 16th of December.
Right, 16th, I guess, in the evening the ceasefire was declared. 16th.
You say ceasefire was declared, but what happened after ceasefire does not mean that the battle stops. People have got ammunition they want to poof off, and some people don't know. So anything can take place. The firing was going on entire night. 16th, only 17th ceasefire was enforced. 16th night it was for us. It was a battle royal. We were also firing. They were also firing.
Okay. And did you take part in any anti-armor operations, or it was just like providing support to the troops?
No, we very much fought out with the Pakistani tanks. We destroyed their tanks, but all the same, they used to leave and run away for their life. Thereafter, the lot of equipment and rain.
Because I've heard that if one Pakistani tank gets shot, the others start running away because of the fear of being burned by fire.
No, there is one more thing. They are Mohammedan. So Mohammedan ethos is that burning of your corpse is your kafir. They bury the dead, not burn.
Right.
So that was one part. Second was that they were tired, and only thing was they were under a great fear of air attack. Their air was not coming, and our air was playing very well.
Yeah.
At one point, you will surprise, our air fired at our own tanks also. Then our RT, OP shouted, and with the great difficulty, thank God they missed.
Okay.
Otherwise, this is what happened in war. Then he told them any gun pointing towards Pakistan, western side is 6th Independent. Any gun pointing towards Jaisalmer side is Pakistani. This is the recognition.
Right.
So a lot of things were sorted out. Otherwise, at one time, it seemed that our own air will take it on.
Right.
This is what happens in war. Thick of the war, things are very edgy.
Very hazy, right, sir. Could you tell me a bit about, sir, about the tank that you were in, the tank you operated during the war?
We had a wonderful tank. T-55, that time, I consider it was the best tank. Why? First was that it had a wonderful armor, and its mobility, tank firepower was great. It had a crew of 4. And it was very small silhouette, it was not very tall. So in desert, it could hide itself in any fold. It was like a tortoise.
Right.
T-55 tank is like a tortoise. So, a wonderful tank, and the tank does not stop anywhere, and it does not require much maintenance, and it can take 1 or 2 hits, unless it is a hit ammunition which goes through and through, or a missile. Otherwise, it is protected by armor.
Right. Okay. And
You see, armor, what has happened? Armor is, first is speed, mobility. then is shock action, and then is firepower, and then is surprise. He shakes up the entire land. And see the firepower, it's like a monster coming towards you.
Yeah.
All the gun opening.
So you took part in destroying Pakistani pattern tanks as well, for sure.
No, there was no pattern there.
Okay.
There were T-59 of Chinese make.
Chinese made. Okay.
They were as good as like Russian T-54, and they had Shermans.
Shermans.
There were no pattern in our area.
Okay. Mostly Shermans, T-59 Chinese variants.
T-59 Chinese and Sherman, US make,
Right.
type 4 and 5.
Yeah, Sherman was World War II made, I guess.
World War II US make.
And I think even we used the Sherman in 65 war.
Our regiment Deccanos used Sherman tank against pattern. That is what is commendable. And there was the only regiment at that time, one regiment against 4.
Right.
So initial thrust was taken by Deccanos. As a matter of fact, this 65 war was a catalytic.
Right.
I saw 65 war and I felt guilty that this professor is not my choice. I should be in war. And see what has happened and what a brave regiment, and the story they were saying about the bravery, the gallantry of the regiment and everything, and destruction and making of Patan Nagar as in Indian territory at Khemkaran. So these were wonderful.
Right. Khemkaran and Asam, I guess.
BK Wood was where number of tanks were piled up,
Right.
was known as Patan Nagar.
Right. That must be a very much big of an inspiration for anybody to join.
Very much.
Forces.
No, that was the last straw which broke the camel's back. I told my father, I'm sorry, I'm not made. And my younger brother already joined. So I said, he has joined. So why you are pleased? So my youngest brother will become an engineer. He will be with you. So please let me go.
Right. So you fought.
So he agreed.
So you fought, sir, for 9 to 10 days, right, sir? In the
Of course.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And how? I mean, of course, this squadron performed exceptionally. And how was life after the war ended? Like, you were stationed there at that area after the end of the war?
We were there and we were told to carry out offensive recce.
Okay.
Offensive recce is the tank passing in front of Pakistani position, gun pointing towards them, that and with RTOP with us, so that if they dare something, attack. So and infantry mounted on rear tanks.
Okay.
So we used to move in front of their position, offensive recce.
Okay.
And we used to carry out our own shoot. Besides, there was a very interesting incident I must share with you. At one particular place, there was a very dominating ground where Pakistani, which was with us, but we had not occupied it.
Right.
Unfortunately, Pakistani came and occupied it. Now we came to know, thereafter the dual headquarters decided to throw them out. So our squadron went and was with a infantry company. Infantry came now was my brother's company. That was Arjun company, going for attack. Me and my brother together. But then flag meeting took place. Pakistani officer came, better sense prevailed, and they withdrew. And the thing was sorted out. Otherwise, we would have attacked them.
Right.
Their morale was already in the boots. So they were trying funny tricks for nothing.
Right. And both the brothers fighting.
Thereafter, once this thing happened, then our squadron was moved back to Gadra Road, and exact place was Sakna. And 3 Independent Armored Squadron, which was Sherman, which fought in the same sector, that is Badme Nyachor, with Sherman tank, became Alpha Squadron Rajput. 4 IAS of Deccanos, which was in Fazilka, was withdrawn, which was a Sherman tank, which was made B squadron of 75, and our squadron became C squadron. 75 armored regiment was raised in Pakistani territory, which we raised on 12th March 1972.
Okay. Understood. So, and the fact is that you and your brother both joining the attack.
Oh yes, and then we both brother celebrated New Year together, and there was a very interesting incident that we went and we were having scotch. The number of odd came for 15 Kumau. Our squadron commander also got VRC. But we were enjoying it. It was great spirit, great fun. Then one officer, Major A.S. Khatri VRC, he came to me. I said, I want to challenge you. I said, what is the problem here? He said, no, I want to see your armor spirit against our infantry spirit. I said, you are from Brazil Battalion. I am from Deccan Horse. Kumaon and Deccan Horse also same group, Nizam. So why all this? He said, no. Well, let's have fun for the new year. I was not very keen whether my younger brother winked and he knew I had great capacity. I am from Drunken Horse. Deccan Horse is called Drunken Horse. They train hard, they work hard, and they fight hard and they party hard. That is the thoughts of Deccan Horse. Having fun and celebrating victory in Pakistan territory and welcoming New Year along with my brother, it was the greatest thing to happen to both of us, and we both have survived. His battalion has captured Gadra, and we had were there inside surrounding Naya Chaur.
Right. Right. And again, sir, for everybody's reference, I would want to say that could you tell both of your names, your brother and your brother's, your name and your brother's name, and which units were you serving? For the audience, actually, for them to listen.
Okay. My elder brother was Colonel Hoshyar Singh. He was ASC, Army Service Corps. Then me, I am Deccan Horse and 82 Armored Regiment. My younger brother throughout 15 Kumau. He fought 15 Kumau and Gadra. Thereafter, he was again decorated in Blue Star in Golden Temple. He got Chief of the Staff Commendation Card and he commanded 15 Kumau.
Wow.
And
Three of you retired as colonels.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, and this was your and your family's part in the 71 war. Uske baad, sir, you were still a lieutenant or you were promoted as captain.
You see, after war, I was posted back number of courses. Then I was posted to Ahmednagar, and I was again posted to a new raising 82 Armored Regiment.
Okay.
And I was rest of the service was with 82 Armored Regiment, is known as Tufan Regiment.
Tufan Regiment. Okay.
So very happy to serve in 2 Regiment. Deccan Horse known as Jajri Sala, and 82 Armored Regiment known as Tufan Regiment.
This and by the end of your military career, which unit did you command, sir?
Unfortunately, I did not get the command of any regiment. I was being drafted for a new raising, which I took my stand. I took the interview of the MS. I told him, I am not very keen to go to one more new raising. You have sent me to 4 new raisings. I have done my bit. So out of these 2 regiments, give me command of a regiment, and there is no one waiting. But there was some politics, no matter. Anyway, so I told him, if you send me new raising, I will put on my paper. First you're resigning, how do you like it? That will be very bad. I said, then help me. Because that we cannot help you. But what else? I said, then give me study leave. So he said, you will go to give advanced career certificate. I said, very fine. I gave advanced career certificate, applied, got study leave. I did my LLB, I did my DL and LW, Diploma in Labor Law and Labor Welfare. I did my DBM, Diploma in Business Management, and MMS, Master in Management Science, which were very handy after my post-retirement. I was professor 10 years, 1 year in Law College, and 10 years in a MBA college.
As a professor, like after retirement.
Of course, after retirement. And I also raised ECS Polyclinic, Ahmednagar. I was first YC, which is for ex-servicemen.
Okay. Because,
So,
I mean, ex-servicemen.
Ahmednagar has been my Karam Bhumi. And my Janam Bhumi is Punjab. But my Karam Bhumi is Ahmednagar, Maharashtra. Everything I achieved here. I fought war wearing Armored Corps Central School badge. Settled down here. I'm the only officer, probably, in the entire service Armored Corps, whether it is regimental, whether ERE, staff, all Armored Corps. And I fought the war wearing Armored Corps Central School badge and settled down here. Also raised the ECSS here. And in re-employment, I was also account officer with ACCNS. So everything I achieved here, built my house, settled down happily, and enjoying Ahmednagar.
Right. Ahmednagar. That is
We call it Ahmednagar. And enjoying life. Would be very kind.
Right. Of course, as you, I mean, I think it is all, what I can say, repayment of your service that you have done for this country. I mean,
Thank you so much, my dear. Thank you so much.
That is the spirit of the armored corps, always ready.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely. Right from the beginning, I had that spirit which created my grandfather. And hearing the story of Second World War, the cavalry charge, and the way they used to come, and the way our village used to respect them and honor them.
Right.
So I said, this is the proposition, where you serve the nation and you get respect and honor.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Both together. And you got a status.
Right.
And till death you carry your rank.
Absolutely. I mean, I think everybody calls you with the last rank you retired, Colonel VP Dahiya. Nobody.
You're absolutely correct.
I mean, before anything, they'll tell Colonel Saab. Yeah, that's what we even say.
The Colonel Saab is lower rank, otherwise they never say Colonel or anywhere we junior to me call me sir, and some senior call me by my first name Ved.
Right.
So the life is wonderful here. You see, my mother was born seven children, and she was not very happy me coming here. She came for a week, stayed for 15 days. She came next time, she stayed for 3 months. Then she said, I want to be here. The reason being the weather is so good, nice and open, and first class garden. So my mother, breath and last thing is here, took her last breath here, and she was committed with due honor because she was the owner of 2 war Jagir. Because 3 of us joined during emergency. So my father was given war Jagir by Haryana government, and later on it came to my mother. So the last post was sounded by Bigler. Great honor, general came, number of officers came, and with due honor, and she blessed us. My house, this thing, Grah Pravesh was carried out by her. So if mother का जब आपको blessing मिल गया, what else do you want?
What else do you want?
The blessing of God, blessing of mother, and blessing of Armored Corps.
And of course, respect by people.
No doubt, that I cannot say myself. That is up to the people.
Right. नहीं मतलब आप लोगों ने फाइट किया है इसीलिए हम लोग घर पे बैठ सकते हैं सर. That is what I think.
I'm so glad you said so. But there are some who India was small facilities. What to do? This is all 5 fingers are not equal.
It has been a real pleasure talking to you, sir. I mean,
Same here, my dear Debu. It is very great of you to have contacted me. and given me this opportunity to speak to you, and so that people in general and by and large, they know what all we have gone through and how is the life of a serving soldier,
Right.
and particularly a cavalryman,
Right.
a tank man.
Tank man. Right, sir. Even I'm
During
very
peace and war,
fond of the
both.
Armored Corps. Very much fond of it.
Yeah, we hate when the tanks join the battle, the victory follows.
Right. And I would also love to talk to your brother if it's possible, because
No, my brother is not more, my dear.
okay.
My brother unfortunately got a heart attack in 2018. He went to heaven.
Okay. That is okay.
Out of 7 brothers and sisters, only there are 3 surviving us. 2 brothers and 1 sister.
Right.
The life.
That's the life, sir. Yeah. I mean, right.
The will of God.
Right. So it has been really nice talking to you, sir. And
Same to you, Debu. Thank you so much.
I wish to meet you someday.
God bless.
And there in
Wish you
Amritsar
Godspeed and wish you all the very best in your profession. And we are also grateful to you to bring out certain stories about 71 war, which are not known to the masses in general,
Yes, sir.
particularly civilian or brotherhood. So civilian brotherhood must see what all we have gone through.